Deja vu from a bayside view. I see black cats in the daytime too. I see black cats on the daytime news. When handcuffed wrists and his skin turned blue. I met God once at the...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Tom Savage's Texans going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Houston Texans. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, here's Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's got room. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 1st and goal here from the 2. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come out here in the eye. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Oh, shifty. Whoa. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. In the red zone this time. First carry for Leonard Fournette. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They go play action here on first down. Underneath for Miller. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the counter, it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Andrew Ganchkar coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go. 1,
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 35 yards. And the Texans are in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Bortles on the hook up to Hearns for the Jaguar first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Bortles now on first down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Fournette, a first down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, They're able to just roam and hit.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tougher roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Novak is on to attempt the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Novak out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe.
Black 58, Will. Now we go. Black 58,
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. On 1st down, Watson trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ace. Here we go now. Green, 90. Left.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Watson now to throw. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Bortles to throw on second down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams out there.
And he's in. Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go. Red 38.
This is Miller. And he'll push his way. On the kick. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go.
Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, able to avoid him. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it again with Fournette. through. 31 yards there and a first down.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Now Leonard Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Throwing is Bortles. Flush to his right. And he's got his big receiver Robinson for the Jacksonville touchdown. Allen Robinson from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Here we go now. Blue for
On play action, it's Bortles. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. J.J. Watt in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Here we go. Green, 90. Slow. Switch. Left.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Shreds the tackle. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Green, 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Man 38.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Ohio. Here we go.
Watson on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Here we go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Bortles. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. Lamar Miller past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Novak out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Bortles now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now Bortles under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. To throw is Bortles. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now is Bortles. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead. So that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Again, it's Miller. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Here we go.
Now Watson. Rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Left. Slow. Here we go now. Left.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Bortles. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now Bortles. Got to have this one. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Jags are going to have a 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense up every week. We'll just keep winning.
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a younger run around with his man's in his hand, feeling like a man. Run for the put it to your brain like. Everybody know you ain't about it. Everything you talk about, I know I can live without it. Red light, stop, green light, go. Everything ain't what it seem like. I know. Hold up, what you mean? Where you been in? This is merely the beginning again. What you been living in? The box under the bridge, like Anthony Kiedis, looking for something to complete us and maybe lead us. For long way from equal is how they treat us. Body of a builder with the mind of a fetus. Turn on the television and see the vision they feed us, and I wish I could erase that. Face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some. Another witness. If it was 17, black dad and white mama wouldn't change a thing. Light skin, certified as a house. Go figure. In my blood is the venom master. It's like the devil playing space with the pastor, but he was born with the privilege. Man, what the fuck is that? People told me as a child, as a little boy playing with his toys, I should be ashamed. And some people look ashamed when I rap, like my great granddaddy didn't take a to the back. Not accepted by the ghetto. I don't give a praise God, I can see the light. Everybody talk about race this, race that. I wish I could erase that. Face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit the back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Flacco's Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up. He'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Fournette on the counter. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Bortles now to throw. Rivera's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is Fournette. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson. ground. This is T.J. Yeldon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, 66 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now Fournette, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. This is caught by Hearns. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson taking it in. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Campanaro. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. To pass, Flacco. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. pulled in at the 24. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Play action. It's Bortles. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rivera. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the offense lining up first and 10. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. They go play action here on first down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A swing pass caught. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The return man, Chris Moore. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Going long here for Wallace. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw is Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So now the offense is facing a 1st down and 20 after that last mistake. Throwing is Bortles. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run again here with West. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. They'll run it with West. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Flacco looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Paul Puslosny able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Max Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Campanaro on the return. Whoosh. Nifty footwork at the 45. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Flacco. Catch made there by Brett Perriman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And the D looking like they may blitz. On first down, Flacco, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Second and 10, Flacco once more. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. First and 10 here for Flacco. Fighting through pressure. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 55 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Fournette takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 70 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Tyus Bowser from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And that's complete to Lewis. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They begin here with a run by West. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Setting to throw, Flacco. Able to power through. Looking deep here for Macklin. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Macklin there, and it'll bring up third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Able to push his way through. Keeps himself upright. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm the bank and I want on my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models this smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I'm a Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Getting, yeah, I got that. I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it. Got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo!